Good afternoon.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Mr. Subhas. Welcome to the session. How are you?
I am good, ma'am. Thank you for asking. And how about you? How are you doing?
I'm absolutely fit and fine, hale and hearty, I can say.
Okay.
Okay, so how has your day been so far?
My day has been good, and I was waiting for the session, so I am really happy that at last I could catch up with your session. Thank you very much for that.
Okay. Even I would like to thank you for choosing me a tutor for today's session, Mr. Subhas. And I believe we are meeting for the first time here at English Yaari, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, in that case, I would request you to give a brief introduction about yourself. It will help me to know you better.
Yeah. So my name is Subhash Pal, and I live in Guwahati in the state of Assam. I am a
Mm-hmm.
retired government servant, and I am very much interested in learning this spoken language, English language. So that's why I have been taking classes with many tutors on various platforms. And other than that, I love to watch cricket matches, and I love to travel. So this is all about me.
Okay, that's fantastic. And how is the weather in Guwahati right now?
Guwahati weather is very moderate one, and it's very. I would say it's a very pleasant one. There is a little bit cold, and I like the weather very much.
Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, Mr. Subhas, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Aisha.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
connecting with you all the way from New Delhi. And I am into this profession for the last 7 years. I've worked with different online as well as offline platforms as an English language teacher or an English language facilitator. And as far as my qualification is concerned, I've done Masters in English Literature and Masters in Education. Thank you.
Okay, great.
That's all about me. So, would you like to discuss the topic that has already been assigned to us, or is there anything else that you would want to discuss?
Yeah, ma'am. We can discuss about the topics.
Yeah, so the topic is let's trade places. So, what comes to your mind the moment you listen to this term, trading places?
Yeah,
What
I
does
am not very much sure about it because I have come across this term for the first time, I think. So
Mm-hmm.
what I believe is that one thing it might so happen that switching the position with
Yes,
one another
yes,
person,
exactly.
or is it? I also thought like that. Suppose you are in. Suppose now you are a tutor and I am student. So uh, if I think that I will become the tutor and I want you to be a student,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
this also can be said that trading places.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah, so you're absolutely correct. I would say trading places simply means role reversal.
okay.
Yeah, or it means to step into someone else's shoes,
Yes,
right? So that is
yeah,
what it means. It means switching lives with someone else. It can have
yes.
literal, it can have literal as well as figurative meaning. As far as the
Okay.
literal meaning is concerned, that means that changing spots. You come to my place, I will come to your place, right? So that is
Hmm.
the literal meaning, changing spots. But as far as the figurative meaning of the word trading places is concerned, it means role reversal. As you
Okay.
said that you become a teacher, I become a student, right? So that
Yes.
is what it means, right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, sir. Now I would want you to tell me, sometimes it seems that, do you think that trading places will help us to understand the lives of other people well?
Yeah. If am given an opportunity to know about the life of other people, and if I am given the position,
Mm-hmm.
then I would be able to know how is life there, how he or she is doing. So that may help. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is in practical it will be possible because I cannot place myself in your place
Mm-hmm.
in practical life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know whether it will work or not in that case.
Okay. So you were into garment service, right?
I was. I have retired. Yeah.
Okay. So have you ever tried doing something else? I mean, say, have you ever been a teacher to someone? Have you ever tried to teach someone something?
This is the only difficult thing that I actually face. It's very challenging for me because when I think about tutoring others, so I always think I am not very much confident about that. Even though I can understand something, but I find it difficult to make others understand. And sometimes I feel that if I take a class and the students ask me something, and if I cannot give them reply immediately, that will be embarrassing for me. It always comes to my mind before taking such a role. So that's why I
Mm-hmm.
always avoided whenever there was a situation that I had to teach. Because when I was in government servant, there were some occasions arose that I was assigned the duty to give training to some new piece, but I always avoid it. So I find it is very challenging.
Mm-hmm. So you have never tried doing anything new apart from your job, right?
No, I never tried.
Okay, fine, fine. Okay, sir, I'm going to write a few things in the chat box. Okay, I'm going to write a few. For example, I will write down the names of a few persons or few people, and I will
Mm,
ask you to trade places with them. You will have to tell
okay.
me that if you would have been at their place, how do you think your life? So
Okay.
first, let's say a celebrity. Okay, so if you ever get a chance to switch lives with a celebrity, do you think it's going to be easy?
Celebrity, it seems from outward very lucrative, and but I think it's not very easy to
Mm-hmm.
maintain a celebrity life because first of all, to reach a level of like celebrity, it is
Mm-hmm.
very difficult. You have to put in hard work to reach there, but after reaching that, maintaining that position is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And particularly another difficulties they face is that they cannot move around freely because
Mm-hmm.
people will come and they want to see, and sometimes some untoward incidents also happen when there is a lot of crowd. Recently it
Mm-hmm.
happened also in the that South Indian star, that Alu Arjun, when he
Yeah.
appeared in a cinema
Mm-hmm.
hall. So such
Mm-hmm.
things may
I
happen,
think
so they are very,
he has been
yeah,
arrested, right?
he was arrested and released later.
Okay.
So this is the thing, that they cannot move freely. So
Mm-hmm.
we can see that they are enjoying their life, but they cannot enjoy like a common people. We can move anytime from our place to market or somewhere whenever we want to, but they cannot. They have to take the preparation. So I think it is very difficult to maintain a celebrity life. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they enjoy their status, etc. That is separate thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you said that there is always a breach of privacy.
Yeah.
Paparazzi, media, reporters, they chase
Mm.
them. Wherever they go, they are followed by these people, right?
Yes.
So as a result of which, it becomes very difficult to spend quality time with your close ones, maybe your partner, your children. I think that is the
Yes.
reason why Virat Kohli it is believed that he's not living in India presently. He's living abroad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe he's living in
And
London.
one more example I can give you. I read in one magazine. This Sachin Tendulkar once went to Pakistan to play cricket, and when he wanted to come out from the hotel, he used burqa and went to the market wearing burqa. So that's how they go and to avoid the people.
Okay, okay, yeah, it's not easy to be a
Yeah.
celebrity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're always in limelight or in spotlight, right? They have a huge fan base, but at the same time, it comes with a lot of cost as well, right? They
Yes.
have a they have to pay a huge price for this.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Pray.
okay, sir. Now the second person who I want you to trade places with is a politician, right?
Mhm.
So if you ever get a chance to step into the shoes of a politician, how do you think your life will be?
Politician, again, it's a life that I never want to become a politician, because to become a politician you have to take some drastic steps which are not very good also. But under the compulsion, maybe under the situational demand, they take some drastic steps, and sometimes they also play politics at the cost of common people to gain their benefit, and
Mm-hmm.
that's most of the time this happen. So
Mm-hmm.
nowadays we don't find any people who are selfless in their service to serve the people, though they openly say that, but it does not what to say doesn't match with their words, with
Mm-hmm.
their action. So
Mm-hmm.
I am not really want to be, even if I given a chance, I will never be a politician.
Okay, okay, fine. Now, the third place I want you to switch your lives with is a doctor
Yeah, doctor is a very novel job
profession.
or service profession. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
definitely. If I got a chance and if I had the skill, I would become a
mm-hmm,
doctor and I will be able to serve the people. And if I can, and I do, to serve the poor people, because nowadays, the doctor fees is very high. So it is not affordable for all. There are some doctors, their fees as much high, like for one visit they take 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, like that. So for the poor
mm-hmm,
people it is not affordable. So in that case, if I could serve the poor people, that would give me some kind of satisfaction. So that is
mm-hmm,
a very good profession. It's
mm-hmm,
a profession which you have to sacrifice. You don't have your own, I mean, you have your own life, but sometimes you have to sacrifice that, because suppose you are living with your family, after some time you got to meet them, and all of a sudden you got a call at midnight that there is a serious case, you have to come to the hospital and you have to leave without thinking twice. So that's how doctors has to serve, and that kind of service we expect from the doctors. So if I get chance, I would do that.
mm-hmm. Okay, so you're really interested to step into the shoes of a doctor, right? At the same time, you are saying that it will be very difficult to strike a balance between personal life and professional life, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, okay. Now I want you to trade places with a teacher.
yes. Again, now I will go back to my words that I
Not
told
only
you
a
earlier.
teacher. If you had to trade places with an English Yaari tutor, how do you think
Yeah.
things would be?
Yes, I thought that this would come in this particular session, and I was ready with the answer that if I got a chance, then I will swap my places with my tutor right now I am speaking to. So that's what was
Mhm.
my answer.
Okay, so if you had to trade places with an English Yari tutor, do you think it's an easy job? Is it an easy nut to crack? What do you think?
Uh, the kind of teacher English theory have, I think it is easy for them. I don't know with everyone, but
Mm-hmm.
with some people it is easy, but in some cases I think they find it very difficult, particularly the beginners, I think. So sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you want to say, you want to, I think you might have to lower your level to speak with the beginners. So that something becomes challenging, I think. So I don't know whether you know better, so you can share something like that.
Yeah, no, no, no. This is something I would agree with because, yeah, sometimes you have to scale down or scale down to their level, right?
Yeah,
So,
yes.
yeah, sometimes it gets very difficult because not everyone is at the same level, especially in case of beginners, as you said. They need a lot of hand holding, lot of scaffolding at the same time. You need to help them to take those little baby steps day by day. So, yeah, that can be
Hmm.
quite challenging. And at the same time, not everyone is very welcoming when it comes to receiving feedback. Some
Yes,
people
yes.
get annoyed. They get annoyed very
Mm-hmm.
easily, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
Yes,
you keep
yes.
correcting them after every now and then, they get offended, right? And then there are some people who are very, who want to be corrected. Yeah,
Yes,
they want to
otherwise
learn.
why we are here? Because we
Yes.
we want to get something from our tutor, so that's why we are here. Yeah, we should
Yeah,
accept
so
this.
you have a mixed bunch of people or mixed bunch of learners whom you have to
Mm-hmm.
address. You have to address their needs. So that can be quite challenging sometimes, the temperament of the other person. So that
Yes.
also matters a lot. So this
Yeah.
is something that I would say is very challenging. Okay, sir. Now I want you to switch lives with opposite gender, right? For
Mm-hmm.
example, have you ever traded places with any of your family members? For example, your wife or your mother or your daughter. Do you think it's easy to be a woman in today's world?
No, it's not easy because women have so many responsibilities to serve. So I think the life that I am living, being a man, the life my wife is living is more taking more responsibility and more hard. I mean, it is not so easy because when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to upbringing the children, they take the main role. We just go to office and at the end of the month we get the salary, and sometimes we just go to the school or college, and to help to get their admission there. But otherwise, all the responsibilities are being taken care by our women at home. So
Mm-hmm.
they are the main role trend setters, and they are playing the more main role. I feel so. I maybe sound like feminist, but it is not so. I really feel and that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I would say that still, even though the world is changing very rapidly, still there are some stereotypes which are still prevalent in our, some orthodox thinking stereotypes. They are still prevalent in our society, and that is something that is not letting us progress. Progress. India. We still believe that India is a developing nation. I would say
Mm,
that. I don't know how
yeah.
many more years it will take to be a fully developed nation, but development doesn't only mean infrastructure
Yeah.
and other things, it means a progressive mindset as well.
Yes, yes. You have to change your mindset because we always think about our women, particularly in India. They are not at par with their male counterpart, but it is not so. So
Mm-hmm.
I also had, when I was young, I had also that kind of thought in me because I saw the people how they behave with their women. So
Mm-hmm.
that upbringing also made me like that. But later on, when I started to doing job and I see the other people. Then I thought, no, I have to change my mindset. And sometimes I swap my roles with my wife also. I go to the kitchen, I make some dishes also. Yeah, I do that.
That's great. That's great. But at the same time, I would say it's time for gender equality, right? There
Mm,
shouldn't be
yeah.
patriarchy or matriarchy.
Yes.
Patriarchy
Yeah.
where men are very dominant.
Yes.
Matriarchy
Yes.
where women try to be very dominant. It's the other way around as well.
Yeah.
You might
Yeah.
have heard
Yeah.
about Atul Spash's case, the techie who committed
Yeah.
suicide,
Yeah. 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 I know that.
right?
Yeah.
So in
Yes.
his last video, he has mentioned that most of the laws in our country are for women, not for men. So what would you
Mm.
like to speak about it?
I think it is our preconceived mind that whenever there is anything happens to a woman, we always take give the blame to the men.
Mhm,
We don't
mhm,
go deep into the thing, and it is automatically happen that because of the mindset that women cannot do wrong, only the men
mhm,
do wrong. So that is a mindset is there, and that's why all these laws that have been actually it happened also. It is not like that it has happened in a day or two. uh,
mhm,
the women were persecuted for several years, and that's why all this law came into being. So it is
mhm.
there, but now what happens that there are some women who are taking advantage of this law,
Yes.
and they are doing something wrong. They are misusing this law. So that is
Mhm.
happening. We have to take care of all those things.
Wonderful. Great, sir. Sir, would you like to discuss some idioms now, or would you
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
go for
I like idioms. I like
you like
idioms.
idioms?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So the first idiom that I want to discuss with you today is strain every nerve. Strain every
Strain.
nerve. I'm writing it in the chat box. Yeah. If you strain every nerve, what does that mean? Or if someone is straining every nerve, what does
I
that
don't
mean?
know actually. I don't know. You may tell me, please.
Yeah. So if you're straining every nerve, that means you're doing your best. You're putting in
Okay.
lot of efforts and lot of hard work into doing something,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Okay. For example,
Mm.
I strained every nerve of mine to qualify this exam.
Okay, so this is the other way that we say generally the common that we use. I left no stone unturned to do this.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
It's similar to that. Very good,
similar to
very good.
that. Okay.
Excellent. Yeah. So can you give me an example sentence now? Strain every nerve.
Okay, so one day I booked a session of yours, and the session got cancelled. But I wanted to join this session, and for
Mhm.
this I strained every nerve to get you here. I mean, to meet you here. So I've sent
Yeah.
a message to the team also. So
Yes.
it's
Yes, sir.
practical like that.
Lately, I have not been doing well in terms of health. So that was the reason for me to cancel that session, right? I wanted to apologize to you,
No, no,
right?
no, no. It is not
Not
that.
only
It
your
is.
session, not only
I
your
just
session.
gave in. I just
So
make the sentence.
Yeah, I know, but I still want to apologize for canceling
No,
the
no,
session
no, no,
that
no.
day.
It does not sound good from a tutor to a student asking for.
No. What I think is that, learners, they hardly get slots, right? Then, as a tutor, I would never want to cancel the session unless and
Yeah,
until
yeah.
there is some emergency or some urgency, right? So
Yes.
that day, I was facing similar kind of situation, so I had no other option other than canceling the session. Okay, so that is how we can use strain every nerve. I have strained every nerve of mine to reach to this position,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so strain every nerve is similar as leaving no stone unturned. Okay, now the second one is in the nick of time.
In the nick, just in the nick of time.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. In the nick of time. So can you
yeah.
give me an example sentence?
Yeah, there was a meeting and I was late for the meeting and just I could reach there in the nick of time. Just it was about to begin.
Very good, very good. Have you ever heard someone saying, do not beat around the bush, beating
Yeah,
around the
yeah,
bush?
yeah. It's bit. I mean, talking rubbish or
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
something that
Example
is not
sentence.
important. Like
Mm-hmm,
when I asked him about his examination, how did he do? He started beating
mm-hmm,
about the bush. Like I went to the market and then I thought about my exam and then I took a bus and I went to the like that. I asked him about how exam did go, but he was giving
mm-hmm.
something else. So it is beating about the
Yeah. Yes, yes. That is when people beat around the bush. When they don't
beat
give
around the
you
bush.
a straight answer, instead of that, they come up with their fabricated stories, right? So that is when they beat around the bush, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Now, the next one is keep me in the loop.
Yeah, keep me in the loop means something is going on. Suppose we are a team. I don't know whether it is correct or not. I'm just so
You
there is a
can give me
team
the
and
context. You don't have to tell me the meaning. If even if you give me the context, that is fine.
yeah. So we are doing something in the team and I am suppose I am a team leader and I have to go suddenly somewhere and I ask the team members that keep me in the loop. So you
Mhm.
keep me posted like that. I think.
Very good. Keep me updated about all the latest happenings, right? Whether by
Mm-hmm.
sending me some text or sending me an email or by calling me. Okay? So keep me
Yeah.
in the loop. That means keep me updated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
it feels so good. You already know most of the verbs and idioms. That's great. Phrasal verbs and idioms. That's fantastic. Okay, now the next one is around the corner.
Around the corner is just going to happen. I think my exam is around the corner.
Yes, yes, yes. That is great. That's great. Now, the last one, last one. If you are on the same wavelength, if you are having the same wavelength with someone, what does that mean?
We are on the same page.
On the same, yeah, it is similar to that. On the same wavelength, that means you both understand each other very well. You both
Okay.
agree with each other, right? That means your ideologies match. Your ideologies match with
Okay.
each other
Okay.
on the same wavelength.
Okay. I can't recall anyone that I. You can tell me.
You can say my friend and I are on the same wavelength, or our wavelengths match with each other very well,
Oh, this
right?
is the this is the idiom. Okay, we are on the
Yeah,
same wavelength. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. On the same wavelength. I think our wavelengths match with each other,
Oh.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So wavelength means our understanding, our point of view, or ideology. That is what it means. Okay, sir?
Okay.
Okay, I'm very happy with the progress that you have made, because this is your, I think, 100 plus session, right? 101 session.
Actually, I'm not sure about ma'am because
Oh.
I did some session earlier and then I took break and the number that is showing
Mhm.
I'm not sure because I thought that I had done around 50,
Okay,
but it
50
is showing
sessions.
more than that. Yeah, I thought like that,
Okay.
but it is
Did you
showing
take
more.
any break in between, or have you
Yeah,
been
yeah,
attending?
I took a long break actually.
Okay, okay. But sir,
Yeah.
I must appreciate you for the progress that you have made. Okay. And you understand it very well that the job of a tutor is just to give you some prompts. You could explain, you could elaborate, you try to give me detailed answers. You did not rush. That is something which I really liked.
Thank
Right?
you, ma'am.
So
Thank you
there were
very
no
much.
serious grammatical errors, some minor errors, I would say, very minor, something that can be overlooked. But yeah, this is
Mm,
something that you can work on. Minor errors related to prepositions, I would say sometimes, right? But
mm,
overall, there was nothing serious, and you have that. I would say that quality, that trait to explain. So that is the best thing, right?
okay.
So
Thank you,
all
ma'am.
I would say is that you can work on your vocabulary, and in addition to that, you can work on voice modulation and
Yeah.
pronunciation.
Yes.
So firstly, I would say, when it comes to all aspects of speaking, are the four aspects that of speaking are grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and fluency, right?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think you have already achieved the first two aspects, grammar and vocabulary. Okay.
Okay.
As far as
Okay.
pronunciation is something, it will take some time. Okay, for that you can do shadowing technique. Watch
Mm,
someone who you think speaks better, and try to imitate and copy their style, right? So
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
something that you can do. Otherwise, you are doing a fantastic job.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm right now. I mean, nowadays I'm doing that. I'm just
Mhm.
what it is called shadow practicing. I'm doing that.
Yes, yes, yes. So you can go for that. And yes, I would say that you have come a long way, right? But we all are in a journey of learning.
Yes.
And
Yes.
learning is a
There's
never ending journey.
never-ending journey. Yeah.
Everybody is learning. Nobody is
Yes.
perfect, right?
Yes.
Okay. So hope you liked the session. Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. It went as per my expectation. And one day I watched one of your videos on YouTube, and then and there I decided that I one day I would take a class of yours. So uh,
Thank you.
I
Thank you,
could
sir.
it
Thank you. Thank
materialized today,
you. Mhm.
and I hope I will meet again. Thank you
Yes,
very much,
sure, for
ma'am.
sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.